All right, this is the new unit that we are going to be working on for the next couple of weeks on matrices, and today is the first lesson from it. So I don't know if you have the packet yet or not. If not, just take out a sheet of paper, write down notes from there. This is a pretty quick lesson that goes through some basics with matrices, and I'm hoping, I'm going to show you a little bit with the calculator. A lot of this can be done, most of it should be done without the calculator, but I just want to give it to you sort of an introduction as to how the calculator can help you for this, because there are some things eventually that you need the calculator for, and there are going to be some things that you cannot use the calculator for, because we're going to word the questions in such a way that you can't use the calculator. So you kind of have to know both. So in this introduction to matrices, we're going to be looking at matrix addition and subtraction today. And then we're going to state the matrix order, like the size of it. So M and M are positive numbers, and an M by N matrix is a rectangular array of M rows and N columns of real numbers. We also use this shorthand notation. This symbol here means matrix. Can I move this down? Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else down here. Yes. Okay. I don't know why I can't move this though. Let's make this smaller. Go back to where we were. Okay, so we'll just make it a little bit bigger and go that way. Okay, so in general, the order of an M by M matrix talks about the number of rows and columns. So this is a matrix here. Let's get a pen. So the M is the number of rows by the number of columns. And you need to remember that rows go across and columns go up and down. So if you're getting in a row in a theater, you're going across a row. Columns, like Greek columns, go up and down. So the order of this matrix is defining how many rows and columns. So there are 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. That is the order of the matrix. A square matrix is a matrix with the same number of rows as columns. So this is also considered a square matrix. A 2 by 2 matrix, a 3 by 3 matrix, a 4 by 4 matrix. That's what those are. And let's see if I can make this smaller. Okay, so this is a 2 by 2 matrix, 2 by 2 square matrix, because there are 2 rows and there are 2 columns. Get to the next page here. And now what we want to do here, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it very big. Let's not do that. Struggling with this thing here. All right, let's just do this. Okay, so we want the dimensions of each one of these. So they've labeled these from A through I. So if we look at matrix A, 3 rows, 2 columns. 3 rows, rows go across, columns go up and down. This matrix B has 1 row, and 2 columns. Matrix C here has 1, 2 rows, and 1, 2, 3 columns. Matrix D has 3 rows, and 1, 2, 3 columns going up and down. Matrix E has 1, 2, 3 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So that's a 3 by 4 matrix. Matrix E is a 3 by 4 matrix. Matrix F, 2 rows, 2 columns. Again, matrix D and F are considered square matrices because it's the same number of row as columns. Matrix G, across, 2 across, 3 up and down, 2 by 3 matrix. H, 1, 2, 3, 4 going across, and 2 going up and down. Matrix I, 1 going across, 1, 2, 3 going up and down. And finally, matrix G, 1, 2, 3, 4 going across, and just 1 column going up and down. So we have named all of these matrices. Okay. The next thing we're going to look at here is matrix addition and subtraction. So we're going to do these problems, make them smaller, I guess. Let's do it this way. They're giving us some rules here, and they're telling us that matrix A and matrix B of the order m times n, in order to add these together and find either the sum or subtract them and find the difference, first of all, what has to be true is they have to have the same dimensions. So to add or subtract, the matrices must be the same dimensions. And you can see here that when we add A and B, we're taking what's in A1 here and B1, and we add those two together. This is just a 1 by 1 matrix. Difference of A and B, A minus B. So we have these two matrices here. Let me move this down. Oh, this is annoying. If I move that, that won't move, but that's all right. Come on. Okay, so it's taking these two matrices, it's asking us to add them together. So what I'm going to do, again, we're going to just do these by hand, and the last thing I'll do today is show you how to use calculator for something like this. So we are allowed to add these together because this is a 3 by 3 matrix, and this is a 3 by 3 matrix. So we have the permission to add them. So what we're going to be adding here is the same positions. This is the first row, first column. We're going to be adding to that the other first row, first column. And 1 plus 15 is going to give us 16 in this position right here. The next spot here. This is the first row, second column. You're going to add to the other first row, second column. So negative 2 plus negative 13. Negative 2 plus negative 13 is negative 15. Same thing here. 8 plus 0. 8 plus 0. I definitely did not make that big enough, is 8. 34 plus 4. 34 plus 4 is 38. 0 plus 18 is 18. 11 plus negative 2 is 9. Now we're going to the third row, first column. We're going to add to that the other third row, first column. So negative 23 plus negative 11 is negative 34. 4 plus 1 is 5. Third row, third column is 7 plus 10, which is 17. So some people are probably asking at this point, do I have to show this in between one? Well, no, you don't have to show the in between one, but I want to make sure you're clear on what we're adding together and how I get these answers over on the right-hand side. So this is matrix addition. Now we're going to do our matrix subtraction. Let's make this smaller. See if I can do it this way. I'm just getting used to how this thing works. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger this time so I don't have trouble with our space. Much more room here. So now we're taking A minus B. So this is A, this is B. Same matrix as above. You have to have the same dimensions. This is 3 by 3 and 3 by 3. So I'm going to do 1 minus 15, which is negative 14. I'm going to do negative 2 minus negative 13. Minus a negative is plus, so this is 11. 8 minus 0, which is 8. 34 minus 4, which is 30. 0 minus 18, negative 18. 11 minus negative 2. Minus a negative is plus, so that's going to be 13. Negative 23 minus negative 11. 23 minus negative 11, that's negative 23 plus 11. Where's Balfour? I can't think. So I'm going to use my calculator. Negative 23 plus 11, or minus negative 11. Negative 12. Thank you, calculator. 4 minus 1, just 3. 7 minus 10, negative 3. Now, okay, so there will be problems where you're going to have to know how to add or subtract by hand. That being said, the calculator can do all of this for you. And I want to show you how to go through this process. You're going to have to do this a lot of times to get good at it, because this is brand new to you, and you'll become familiar with it, but it's going to be real awkward at first. So where we're going to go in our calculator is, and again, if you don't have a calculator with you right now, you might want to download the app so that you are doing what I'm doing here. Alternatively, when you get to class, make sure you borrow one and you practice this. Second x inverse is the matrix. Matrix, see this word here behind it? So you access it with the second blue button. We are going to go edit. And we're going to edit matrix A. Press enter under edit. And we are going to name the size of matrix A. This is your matrix A here. So this is a 3, enter. 3, enter. It's a 3 by 3 matrix. As you're working on this, rewind, pause, get caught up, right? Make sure you're putting, when you put your 2 in and it's negative, you put it in as negative 2, not minus 2. And then it just goes across, and you're just putting in the numbers. 34, 0, 11, and negative 23, 4, and 7. So that's matrix A. Now what we're going to do is go back into second matrix, second x inverse, and we're going to go edit, and we're going to edit matrix B, and we're going to put in these numbers that represent a matrix B there. It's, again, another 3 by 3 matrix. 15. Oops. Clear. 3 by 3 matrix. Press enter. Again, if you're not caught up, pause and get caught up. This is 15, negative 13. It just goes across the row. 0, 4, 18, negative 2, negative 11, 1, and 10. This is time consuming, but I do have some kids that are so bad at adding, subtracting integers that, you know, when you have the option to do this, you might want to consider spending the time doing it. All right, so from your home screen now, so second quit to get back to your home screen, what we're going to do is we're going to take second and x inverse, and under names, we're going to press enter at A, and it's going to go ahead, that's matrix A, so it's taking all these numbers, and we're going to add to that second x inverse, and then arrow down under names to B. Edit is where you put the numbers in, and names is where you're going to do your operations. You're going to pick matrices from operations. So you should get here 16, negative 15, 8, 38. You know, all these numbers should have been the numbers we got up here. And if we didn't get those numbers, we had a typo. Let's go ahead and matrix A. So matrix A under names minus matrix B. And these are the exact numbers that we got for each of these, and you would just write them down in that format. So I don't think it's truly time-saving at all, because it takes a while to get these in here, but if you put them in right, and you're given the option to do this, you'll get the right answer versus errors with adding, subtracting integers. All right, so let me make this smaller again, see what's on this page. All right, so classwork practice. What we would like you to do is to add these together. Now, as I look at this, whoops. Let's undo that. Okay, as we look at this problem here, you know, you have your option as to how you want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do this problem by hand, and then I'm going to have the calculator help me with some of these operations here, like this fraction 1/3 plus 1/5. I'm going to have the calculator do that for me. So we are allowed to add these together because this is a 2 by 5 matrix, 2 rows, 5 columns. Matrix B is a 2 by 5 matrix, so that allows you to add them together. So we're going to do our 8 plus our 7, and we're going to get 8 plus 7 is 15. If you don't know that, pop it in the calculator. 6 plus -5 is 1. 7 plus 9 is 16. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then now we have my 1/3 plus my 1/5. So unless you're enamored and want to make common denominators, let's let the calculator do this for you. So 1 divided by 3. Actually, we're going to do these in parentheses. 1 divided by 3, and you're going to do these in parentheses. Plus 1 divided by 5. 1/3 plus 1/5. I don't want that answer. So if I want the calculator to convert that back to a fraction. So if you go to math, once you get that answer, go to math, enter, enter, it makes it 8/15. Okay, if I went too fast, just rewind and redo it. -1 plus 32 is 31. 4 plus 7 is 11. 5 plus 6, 4 plus 7, 5 plus 6 is also 11. -9 plus +9 is 0. And 12 plus 17 is 29. Again, I want to show you quickly the calculator here. So particularly I want you to see as you're putting these things in, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I can see the numbers. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my calculator here for a minute, and I'm going to put these matrices in. So I'm not going to clear anything out. I'm just going to go right on top of what I did before. I'm going to go to second x inverse, which is the matrix. I'm going to go over to edit, and I'm going to call this a 2 by 3 matrix. And if you write like 3 by 2, you'll see it doesn't. No, this isn't 2 by 3. As I said, 2 by 3, it doesn't show up. It's 2 by 5. It should match your dimensions. So we're going to put our 8, our 6, our 7, our 2, and our 1 divided by 3. What am I doing? Wrong row. Let's try it again. 8, enter. 6, enter. 7, enter. 2, enter. 1 divided by 3, enter. -1. 4, 5. -9. 12. So that's matrix A. Okay, we went into edit to do that. We're going to go in again, second matrix. We're going to go over to edit. We're going to go down to matrix B, and instead of the 3 by 3, we're going to make this 2 by 5. And just going to rewrite over the numbers that are there now. So this is 7, -5. Nope. You have to press enter each time. You get to discover my errors as I'm making them. 9, 4, 1 divided by 5. The reason I'm showing you this one is I want to show you how to deal with the fractions that we will eventually get here. 9 and 17. Okay. Here we go. So I have my 2 matrices now. I'm going to go back to my home screen here, and I'm going to go to matrix, so second x inverse. Under names, I'm going to pick A and add to that, second x inverse, matrix B. And it's going to give me a decimal, and it's an ugly decimal, and I don't want that. If it was a terminating decimal, it's okay, you can keep it. But if it's non-terminating, you can't leave it like that. So same thing we did before. You go to math, enter, enter, and it gives us the same answer we had here, that 8/15. You see all those answers. So I would like you to do the next 3 problems here. Go ahead and pause this, do those, and then I will reveal the answers. But go ahead and pause while you complete these 3. All right, so I just went through and did these super quickly, so small possibility there's an error here, but these are the answers I got. So we are doing, the best thing to pay attention to is we're doing subtraction, so A minus B. So we are doing 4 minus 7, 4 minus negative 7, which is 11. 13 minus 30, this is negative 19, this is 16, and 25. So that's answer number 4. Number 5, when we subtract 2 minus 3, that's negative 1, 2. Again, if I have it wrong, I just did a quick error. I did these in my head. Negative 51, and yes, it's important that you get these right. So the only way I can absolutely guarantee to get these things right is to use that calculator. But again, it is time consuming. So you have to just, based on your answers here, you have your answer right now as to, hey, I'm pretty good with integers, or I need the calculator to help me with these. You will have the calculator for this entire unit. Again, if I want a problem to see if you know how to do this by hand, there's a way I can do this in that way, so where the calculator is not going to be an advantage. Okay. Oh, wow, there's lots more problems. What else do we have here? Homework. Beautiful. That's your work. Page 6, please. And that's it for the video. And I hope you have a good day. So go ahead and complete page 6.